Well, the actual day, I remember sitting at my brother's house, and I have an app on my iPad called My Radar. And I remember sitting there watching it come and going, oh my God, oh my God. Because it wasn't off to the east, off to the west. It was right over us. And then the ensuing hours, it was all trying to find some coverage about Port St. Joe. I mean, they had somebody in Apalachicola, they had somebody in Panama City Beach, they had, drone coverage of Mexico Beach, which was awful. And not a word could we find. We missed that one report from, I think, NBC that had Port St. Joe in it, and we couldn't find anything about what had happened here. So we had no idea how bad it was. And then finally we started to see some pictures, and the next thing was that the roofs were intact here. It wasn't like Mexico Beach, and we were going, well, it doesn't look so bad, it doesn't look so bad. And then Friday, so the hurricane came Wednesday. Friday we decided to try to come home. So we bought a generator, we bought a chainsaw, loaded it up, tried to come home. Of course, you couldn't come. We were in Tarpon Springs. We couldn't come up 98. We had to go all the way up to 10 and across. And then we came down 60, 61, 69, something into Blountstown, and then down 71, and just mile after mile after mile of lines down and trees down, and only one lane on the road, and people dragging trees off as we passed, and following cars that were going off the shoulder to get around. And we thought, when we finally got here, and they did let us through the checkpoint, the guy was very nice. He said, I see you have a chainsaw and a generator. You're going to help, right? And we finally got it and said, right. And we got home and we said, there's not going to be power here for weeks. So we gave the generator to our neighbor who had stayed, helped him get it hooked up, emptied our refrigerator, shut everything off, and left again, and went up to my daughter's. We got up to my daughter's and started to see the coverage, and online was a picture of Rex Bazette's house. He's the mayor. He golfs with my husband. He was standing in front of his house, and although the roof was intact, there was nothing from the front to the back of his house. And my husband said, oh my God, we have a whole house. We might not have power, but we have a whole dry house. We have to go back and help people. So we bought another generator. We turned around. It's 11 hours to my daughter's. We turned around, and Tuesday we drove. Well, like I said, we didn't have a lot of damage at our place. We lost a couple trees. Our neighbors lost a lot of trees. One of the big differences for me is just the change in the landscape and the loss of the trees. I mean, one of the reasons we came here is that this is just a beautiful area. It's gorgeous. And we are lucky here compared to just west of us, where the eye wall went through, where they lost 90% of everything standing upright. We didn't, but we lost a good percentage of it.